what's going on? It is Jeremy Watson here from ResponseGuy.com. What you see here on my screen right now is actually a website that I'm building for a local business here in North Carolina. It's called the White Glove Effect, and it's a cleaning company that they clean homes and things like that. And basically, when you're working with a local business, whether you are a local business and you're thinking about getting a website done, or you do this for a living and you're building, you're thinking about building websites for people or something like that. One of the things that you got to kind of think about is that when somebody comes to you with a, idea, they say, hey, I got this business, we're doing such and such, here locally in the city, and basically we need a website to convey our message and do things like that. When they usually come to you, they usually either have a small idea of what they want. Either it's like, hey, I like this website. Can you, kind of model this website or this layout or whatever? Or I have no idea what I want. Just do it. Just build me something. Which is kind of like this situation right here, which is totally fine because then you have the creative ability to do what you need to and what you want. But with that being said, when you're working with non-marketers and they're just business owners, just either getting started in business, whether you are a business owner and you're just getting started in your business, there's a couple of different things to actually think about when building a website for your business. One is, it's got to look nice, of course. You want it to look nice for you, and you want it to look nice for your friends, family, so you can show it off to people as well. And it's got to look nice to, your visitors, your clients, your potential leads and things like that actually come and visit the website, right? And then the other thing that it actually has to do is it actually has to work. Not as in the technical ability of working, which that is important too. It has to be online and working and things like that. People's got to be able to scroll and click on stuff, and things got to be able to load fast and things like that, which is all very important. But we want to be able to convert that traffic that you get into leads and customers. So, when you're working with somebody that hasn't really paid attention to how digital media works, as far as their online real estate, their Facebook pages, their all their social media sites, their websites and things like that. If they haven't really paid attention to it, then they don't really know the purpose of it. And the whole purpose of having a website is really to generate new business, right? You either want to be able to, educate somebody before they walk in the door. You want to be able to, if you have like a restaurant, you want them to be able to order through your website, or either look at the menu and pick up the phone and call you. Whatever you can do to get more money into your business is the whole purpose of the website. Whereas many business owners, either they're building it themselves, or they're having, some big design company coming in and building it. They don't go after the real reason you have a website. They build a beautiful website, or they build one that looks great, works great, but it just doesn't convert traffic into customers or leads. And that's the whole purpose of all this. So we're doing a couple different things. With this website, it's for a cleaning company, right? And, they want to convey the message that, we clean your home. We do it for a reasonable price. We're trustworthy and things like that. They also want to be able to show this website to their friends and families and their previous customers, because the business is already going. They're making money and stuff like that. They just don't have an online presence. So they want to be able to refer their older customers to the website. Hey, look at this website. So it's all got to look nice. But where I come into play, I need the website to convert, because if I build you a website, I'm not going to build it just for the sole purpose of having a really nice looking website. That's important to some people. I want it to look nice, but I also want it to convert traffic into leads and customers. So there's a couple different ways we can do this. So right now we have this slider that you see on the screen, and with the recording, you're probably going to see it's going to look a little bit different than what it actually looks like when you go on the website, just because the background dots or frame rates and things like that. It's technical nonsense that isn't important. I've actually been working on this website pretty much all day, just trying to get the software to work so the slider works, loads effectively, and things like that. But what we're doing right here is we have a lot of different, it's going to be basically a 2 or 3 page site, but the home page is basically going to be a whole 1 page site where you get all the information, the pricing, the services, and things like that on it. And then also right here in the slider, we're going to be able to generate leads as well. So with this, I'm using a plugin called Gravity Forms. And when you're working with a client who either doesn't like using the computer or has no idea how to edit or manage their own websites, you got to be able to make it easy for them to access the things they need to access. So this is basically a lead form. Basically, a lead comes in here, they're going to request a quote for the service. So I need this to be as easy to access as accessing their email. So with that being said, there's a couple different things I can do with this. One, I can send all these leads to their email, right? Because we need to have a form on their website that generates leads, but we need to also make it easy for the client to actually be able to access the lead information. You want them to be able to say, hey, this such and such person just filled out the form on the website. I need to, give this person a call, give them a quote or whatever. So I have this temporary email set up right now. So I'm basically going to, fill out all this, and then just click contact now. And I have it basically set up where when somebody fills out this form, they get an email and it says, hey, you got a new quote, a new quote request. And then it'll come in here to this temporary email as well. So this keeps loading and loading until it pops up. And the other thing that I found is really cool with Gravity Forms, there's this new plugin, I guess it's new, is called Gravity View. This is the other way that I've set up for the client to be able to access the lead information. So let's say they do have a couple different people, filling out the form on their pages, throughout the day. So 5, 6, 7, 8 different emails coming in. Maybe they miss one. So, or they accidentally delete their email. I need to make it easy where they can log into their website without accessing all the settings and the admin panel and all that crazy stuff. This is a service that is called Gravity View that works with Gravity Plugin, and it actually allows you to see all the contact requests. So if I just refresh this, we'll actually just see the brand new quote request right here, and then the email, the phone number, and things like that. And then also it sends the quote request to the email as well. So basically you'll see, hey, you got a new quote request from your website. The following information was submitted on your site. So I made it really easy for them to be able to have a website that looks good, and it also generates clients, customers, and new leads for their business. So also the other thing that happens is when somebody fills out the forms on their website, so this is just one form. There's going to be a couple different places where they can actually request quotes and also see pricing and stuff like that. We want the ability to sell as much as we can. So with this type of service, we're not selling like an e-commerce product or nothing like that. What we're actually doing is we're selling the company itself. So if somebody's coming to your home to clean, your bathrooms and your sinks and do your dishes and things like that, there's a lot of things that come into play. You got to be able to trust the person. Do they have, clean backgrounds? Are they going to actually do it right? Are other people using the service? Things like that. So we need to be able to sell as much as we can, especially for a new person that just requested information. So just because somebody fills out information on your website or fills out a form on your website requesting more information, that doesn't mean they're completely sold. So if somebody says, hey, can you send me a quote for this such and such product or this service that you offer or whatever, they're not completely sold. So with that being said, you got to continue selling them. So somebody goes through, they fill out, the 2-minute form, they put in their phone number and things like that. It can't stop there. So what we have to do is we got to continue selling them. So we have the thanks page. It's going to say, hey, we'll be in contact with you shortly. And then we'll have more trust building things like that on this page. This is actually on the thank you page. And basically all this is saying is, here's what's going to be, here's what happens next. We're going to go through, we're going to give you a call, and here's a little bit more about our company, how we work. We're going to have some testimonials on here and things like that. So the selling process never really ends until we get them to schedule an appointment to actually for the service to come in and clean their home. And then after that, the selling never really stops after that either. So now we got their contact information. I'm going to teach her how to follow up with these people, reschedule more appointments, get referrals and things like that as well. So with that being said, this isn't really, watch me build a whole different website. This is me showing you a couple of different ways to think about building websites for either your local business or having a website built for your local business that works. Your whole purpose of your website is to get a response. And usually, a pretty website is just pretty. We want a pretty website that's either, that sells the point, sells the business, sells trust, or we want, a very just direct response. You land on a website, fill out the form and things like that, where, they don't have another option except, get more information, go through our sales process. We want to get them into our sales process as fast as possible, so we can sell them and get appointments and get leads and get referrals and things like that from every visitor that we can from the website. So with that being said, I hope this is very informational, I guess. If you like these videos, this is another Watch Me Work Wednesday. And it'll probably be Thursday by the time I get this video out because I've been on this working all day. It's 9:30 at night now. So with that being said, if you like these videos, let me know. And if you have any questions or you want a business or a website built like this for your business, contact me, responseguy.com, or message me on Facebook through my Facebook page or my personal page. I'm always around. Let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.